went down to our property in West Virginia. We closed on it, I don't know, a couple months ago, probably, maybe 3, I'm not sure. But it's extremely foggy today. It's foggier than it looks on the phone. But
the camera didn't even show it.
yeah, it actually looks clear.
It's very foggy.
And there was freezing rain when we left. So, but today down here it's supposed to be like 50 and sunny. So I'm like, that's great, you know.
At home we had freezing rain.
Yeah.
It's gonna be warm down here, so we're just heading down here, right, you know, look the place, check on it, and just hang out for a couple days, just get away from all the crap at home. Maybe stop off at your whatever it's called for lunch when we go down.
Oh, Tudor's Biscuit World. Yeah, that's always good. And there's no cell phone service there and no internet. So, I mean, which isn't always a good thing, but when you want a break, I guess it is. Oh, look, they're redoing that building, whatever that is.
Yeah, car wash now.
Everything's a car wash now. We're pulling into Tudor's Biscuit World, which these are real popular in West Virginia. I think there's one in Pennsylvania and one in Ohio, or a couple, but they're mainly all in West Virginia. And they're good. They don't have just biscuits. They have all kinds of stuff. So,
Jeff knows where we're at.
Jeffy's excited.
So we're down here at our property in West Virginia. It goes on this side of the road. Up here there's 24 acres or something like that up there, somewhere around there. It goes all the way down. I don't know if you can even see it. The road dips down, it goes down, there's a telephone pole down there. It goes up there to the top of the hill and flattens off the peak. At the top, that's where the property line is. And then over here, we go from this culvert pipe where this telephone pole is here. We go clear up that hill, up at the top of it, all the way down, all the way over there, down in that field. You can see a low spot, comes over to a telephone pole way down there. I think there's 10 acres down here, I think. It's got a mobile home. This is the original house of the property. Used to have a house here with some like additions. It just didn't have a basement. And then there's this garage here. I built that garage when I was in my 20s. It's a pole building. I came down here and built that in 5 days with my wife's dad and her uncle, because this property used to belong to my wife's uncle, and now it's ours. We've closed on it a few months ago. So we're down here checking on the property and hanging out, getting away from all the nonsense at home that's going on, and measuring out and trying to consider and decide what we're going to do. We're considering building a house here, moving the house trailer out, putting a house with a attached garage and walkout basement here, or we're thinking about doing out in the field over up against this side here, like a Barndominium shop with a house built into it. We just haven't decided yet, because the camera doesn't do it justice, but from where I'm standing, the top of the road right there is probably 10 feet in elevation, and from down here it probably drops a good 15 feet. So it's a lot of excavation. When we did this, when our uncle owned it, they brought in that little cove over there. They went over there and started pulling dirt out of the hillside to bring down here to create this pad. And I'll show you how much elevation changes here. Right here it drops almost 4 feet, just right here. So I'll show you here how much it drops. So from there to here is down 4 feet. So we had to build all this up, this pad here, to put it on. And you can see it's starting to erode away a little bit. We need to get some more in here up against some rat boards around the bottom. But is that we're leaning towards the big Barndominium out there because you know, it gives you the absolute best ground. But we're not certain yet. That's why we come down to try and figure it out and get some ideas and make decisions. But there's a big creek that runs down through here, and that creek will get into this brush out here and down in that field. So we need to be up on the higher part of the elevation, because you can see how steep that hill is, and it all runs this way. So you're getting all the water from down the valley coming this way. It's not the source, it's the output. So anyways, that's what we're doing. Take a walk down here to the creek. It's probably pretty muddy. There's been a lot of rain recently. It is the end of January. Sometimes it's a little bit warmer here than it is at home. This is where that water gets up into this area here. The camera doesn't show real good, but that's probably 100 by, I'd say 50 here. A lot of deer, a lot of bear, a bunch of turkey. Yeah, it's up quite a bit. This creek's always changing. It used to go over on that side, on the other side of that little part there. But sometimes when you get the gush of rain, it comes down and it starts eating away at the bank and just keeps changing. Walk up here to the other part. But you can see how much lower we are here than where that mobile home is. If we build a house, that's where she wants to build it, so we have a walkout basement. But the walkout basement would be up on that hilltop, not in this lower part. Yeah, normally right here you can walk across. I don't know how deep it is right now, but pretty deep. You see right there where it started to erode the roots away from that tree there. There's several others like it. Whoa. Easy, old boy. You ain't a spring chicken no more. Take it easy. We lost another tree here. That last storm just took the root ball and all. Just knocked it down. Same in this one. We'll have to get them off there because as debris comes down, you know, the tree limbs and stuff, it gets caught up in there and it makes it back up. So we want to make sure we keep all this clear so it doesn't back up and come up in the field. This gets 3 cuts of hay every year. That's pretty good. I'm probably going to brush hog this out so we can keep it drier. You can see the cut of the creek comes in that way there. So this here used to go straight across back in behind them trees back there, but now it's cut out this way. Looks like brush just got up in there and blocked it, and so it started coming this way. Let's give you a better look at the property. That telephone pole is right over there, wherever my finger's pointing. Goes straight up the hill, over top there, all the way over, down the other side of that mobile home. So that's where I'm thinking about the shop, up against that hillside there. Level that out and then bring in some fill. But if we build one, we're thinking if it's just a shop, it's 60 by 80. If it's a shop in the house, it's 60 by 100. Something like that. But anyways. Stinks, but it's time to head back to home. Got stuff I gotta do at home now. Come on. Hey, you go home? The heck? Oh. Huh?
When they cut the hay, it must have just bent it down.
I guess.
It's a little wobbly, I think, but it has buds on it for spring, so it's not bad.
Come on. Let's go.
He's exploring.
Yeah.
Come on. Jeffy. Come on.
Come on. Get in the van. Ready to go home?
He's like, no. Like he can run in here. Hey, get out of that water.
Can't run through a puddle. I think you are. Think you're an outside dog?
He's tired now.
Yeah. Old chunky man's getting tired. What did the vet say he weighed?
107.
107. Ain't no little guy.
He doesn't look that much overweight, though. You know?
Yeah, look, we're gonna go up this hill. That right there is about probably 6 feet incline. It's so deceiving in the camera. Well, goodbye for now. Let's head home.